and dream of new tomorrows from the rubble of today, and dream of things that we can do to build a better way. Oh, let's dream, dream. We're coming out of the night.
As members of the URI Moral Imagination Program Development Team, this is our hope and our aspiration to take this message of peace from nation to nations and to break through all stony obstacles of terror and violence. URI is a gift to the world, and the MI program was a gift to the URI. And I am thrilled by the announcement of our President Bishop that Peacebuilding is going to be one of the 4 strong wheels of the URI bus in its journey towards its destined shore. We are so grateful to the Almighty and all members of the URI movement for giving us a chance to represent all of you in this initial MI program. We were a group of 22 people and 9 of them are already on the stage.
And let's close our eyes and dream of the light, and dream of new tomorrows from the rubble of today, and dream of things that we can do to build a better way. Oh, let's dream. The song was written about 9/11 some years ago. We'll sing it throughout the presentation. Invite you to join anytime the chorus comes around.
Good morning. I've been honored, and it's been the best gift of my life to be able to be the container or the coordinator for this program. I'm not going to say all that I had planned because there's too much to say, but this was the beautiful coming together of 3 things. And the first and the biggest thing was, as Marita said, our desire to deepen our skills in order to achieve the purpose of URI. And the second was John Paul's work in Coming to Moral Imagination, which so spoke to what URI was doing, our network, our grassroots network, and the power of building webs and relationships. And the third was the wonderful support of Libby Hoffman and Catalyst for Peace, who also wanted to support this happening and who funded us. So this was a gift to URI, and at the end of the program, everyone who was part of it agreed that this is very valuable for everyone, and it's been taken forward, as you can see, by the CC leaders in Ethiopia and India and Uganda and the Philippines. So they'll talk to you more about the Moral Imagination Program development, and I just want to thank everyone for participating.
There's someone we need to thank for the Moral Imagination Project that's probably never been thanked for this. I'd like him to stand up, please. Mr. Radmohan Das from Manipur State. Please, my brother, stand up. In March of 2000, months before the charter was signed, I had the privilege of visiting Manipur. I was greeted by Radmohan and others, and we sat down together. They recited to me words of the charter from memory. The sentence we've heard, URI's purpose statement, they recited to me, and Radmohan said, "And what will URI do to help us end religiously motivated violence and create cultures of peace, justice, and healing for the earth and all living being?" That question launched our peace building program. What will we do to increase our capacity And this has been a journey from that question to today, exploring as many ways as we can to help the cooperation circles of URI enhance their capacity to live into our purpose. We are still beginning. We have a long way to go, but it has been a magnificent beginning, and Rod Mohan, I want to thank you for your part in that.
The lasting impression that I have taken from this program is actually being with John Paul Lederach, because he wasn't just a professor who talked about what he knew. He was a person who exuded joyful curiosity, wide open acceptance, eager creativity, a deep reverence for God, and a real sincere, peaceful quality. He was a kind of person he wanted to help others become. In the first seminar, he told us that the moral imagination is to help people grow in character, in quality of personhood, in vision, to grow in the relationship and creativity and courage. Well, you can imagine my notes, or if you were there. Oh my, big exclamation points, big words. I said, oh, he thinks like I do. He believes in people. He believes that deep inside there is an ability to see a need and reach out, to deepen our own meaning, and to have the courage and the creativity to make a difference. To say in our heart and in our imagination, yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can make a difference. And as they said, it was so much like URI. Creativity, the power of initiative, the grounding of relationship, and the deep power of the sacred that we share. But I wanted to say, like many of you, you might think that peacebuilding training might be like driver's training. You take a few lessons and you know how to do it. And what I learned is, guess what? It's not like that. What I learned was, it was about transformation. And my own was really my own learning. Because in the beginning, to be perfectly honest, I was anxious. We had this big responsibility, share this important information with the whole URI. And I kept running into Charles and Barbara and saying, let's do it, let's start to do it. Let's write down some of these ideas, let's get it out there. And I was anxious. And John Paul and Herm said, no, slow down. Let this seep into your bones. See what you really are going to be learning. And I did that. And I realized, oh, there's something more here. It was a transformation. And in singing one of our songs one day, I honestly felt, oh, what's more important than achievement, than the quantitative measure of output, is the openness of my own heart. And I did honestly say, this is a transformation. And what I realized, though, as a teacher, that we had tools. You can actually create the tools and the processes among people to be a catalyst for transformation. And one example is as a way to evaluate our 2 years together. What John Paul asked us to do was to imagine that our work was a river, and that floating on the top of the river were the quantitative, measurable tasks and activities. This is what we did. These were the successes. These were the actual accomplishments. Right underneath the river, what was your head learning? What knowledge did you get that you didn't know before? Deeper than that, what was your heart learning? What moved you and changed you and fulfilled you in a new way? And deeper yet, what was the wisdom that you yourself, as a wise, learning person, gained to take with you through your life? And for me, that wisdom was the power of creativity, the pursuit of and trust in the creative act. Yes, we have it in us to see a new way, to work exactly with what we have in our own reality, and to believe in our own imagination, our own creative act, to see and build a new way.
Yeah, hold fast and dream about the light of day.